Hey, this is Ryan from After the Blast. I recently got this Legator Snowfall 8-string guitar. I soon learned that my tried and true favorite guitar string brand, Ernie Ball Cobalts, do not make, as of November 2023, a string gauge for the 8th string of one of these extended range guitars. I contacted Ernie Ball with a minor grievance that I didn't feel I had the right strings for this guitar. I actually special ordered 80 gauge Ernie Ball Cobalt bass strings and learned that the ball ends for bass guitar strings are bigger than the ball ends for guitar strings, and those did not actually fit in the saddles of this guitar. Ernie Ball replied saying that they are always assessing what products go out on the shelves, so hopefully one day we will see 8-string packs of Ernie Ball Cobalt guitar strings. For this instrument, I needed to look into alternatives. The guitar community absolutely raves about Stringjoy, so I wanted to do a quick shootout between my favorite guitar strings, the Ernie Ball Cobalts, and the relative newcomers, Stringjoy. For this shootout, I'm going to be using my Ibanez RG350EX with stock Infinity 4 bridge pickup and Infinity 3 neck pickup. I'll be running through my Axe-Fx 2 XL Plus using 4 of my own custom presets. I keep this guitar in drop C, so for the strings, I use Ernie Ball's skinny top, heavy bottom sizing, which is a 10 to a 52. On the Stringjoys, I ordered a custom kit that matches all of those string gauges exactly. I'll be comparing a third set of strings, which is actually the Ernie Ball Cobalts again, except after they've been broken in. The set I'll be using is about 6 months old. I'll explain why at the end of the video. Check it out. So I was pretty impressed, to be honest. I didn't think anything was ever going to hold a candle to the Ernie Ball Cobalts. When I first switched to these strings years ago, I was coming off of the standard Ernie Ball strings, and the difference was just night and day. Rhythm tones just had that extra bite in them, and clean tones just absolutely sparkled. So the fact that the Stringjoys had any kind of comparison to the Cobalts was actually pretty impressive. The difference was so slight, actually, that after I tracked all those videos, I was clicking through them separately, and I couldn't tell by ear which string was which. So I actually recomposed all that tracking so that way each technique was next to each other so you could actually tell the tone apart between the sets of strings. When it comes to overall output, I think the Ernie Ball Cobalts are still my preferred for the metal music that I play. The rhythm tones just have that extra bit of aggression in them, and clean tones just have that higher output that's just awesome. That output, though, can be a bit of a challenge when it comes to the clean tones. New Cobalts have a little bit more life in them for about the first 2 weeks of use, and then they start to settle in. I actually have all my tones shaped around once the strings are broken in, so when I put on new strings, I have to compensate a little bit in order to not pop out of the mix. The Stringjoys I found overall to have a smoother tone, which was really interesting. So for clean tones, it had more consistency to the volume and less dynamic range, which was really interesting to experience after years of using the Ernie Ball Cobalts. One aspect I noticed about the Stringjoys as I was noodling around was that pinch harmonics especially did not hang on as long. You can't tell really in the video, but as you play around, they don't hang on quite as well as the Cobalts do. Which strings did you like best? Let me know down in the comments.